Well, guys, Rashida Tlaib stuck her foot in her mouth by not saying anything the other day when she was actually asked by Fox News, what did she actually make of these stories of babies being beheaded by Hamas? She refused to answer any questions. Her silence was violence. This woman is a Jew hater. She's an anti-Semite. I mean, there's no mistake about it, guys. These people in the squad, these Democrats, they really don't like Jews. It's been pretty clear. All of them supported Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter supports Hamas. Patrisse Cullors has been out there on video calling for the eradication of Israel. This is going back to 2015. It is out there. And the squad, they supported all of this. Cori Bush, BLM activist, also doesn't like Jews. Amazing how that works. But now, Rashida Tlaib has come out and made some statements now, accusing you of bigotry for criticizing her for her silence. Yes, of course, you know, she had to play the race card and all that other stuff. But this is not a surprise. This woman has been exposed for the longest time. Even Democrats are crushing her. A lot of these Democrats, guys, they're anti-Semites. They're anti-Semites. I was actually watching Clay Travis yesterday, and he actually asked a question. And I didn't even think about this. If 9/11 were to happen today, the left would probably be supporting Al-Qaeda. He's probably right about that, because 9/11, man, I remember it very clearly. I was in the military at that time. It united the whole country. I'm not so sure now if 9/11 actually happened in 2023 that we would actually be united. And that just tells you how the left is now. They're deranged. So we're going to be getting into Rashida Tlaib and what she actually had to say in response to all the criticism, because she's getting destroyed. We're going to be talking about that in this video, guys. But first, go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com. Grab a membership. Memberships just start at $5 per month. Support me and Rhodes. We go live every Friday on the member stream. You guys can actually get access to the member streams. If you don't want to do that, you can become a channel member right here on YouTube as well. We do appreciate it. But if you do join on the website, get the silver tier, you actually get to be on a panel with me and Rhodes. And also, the weather's changing out there. I'm wearing my black and white sports hoodie. You guys can click on the link for the shop tab, and it's going to take you to the merch store, where we got our Media's the Real Virus shirt. That is our best-selling shirt. We got some new stuff here. Take It Back shirt. I actually have that. I'm probably going to rock that in a video probably later on. This Black and White Nation shirt, I love that one right there. The Ultra MAGA shirt is there. And since it's actually getting a little bit cool here, we got the sweatshirts here. You can see the Black and White network shirt, the Black and White sports hoodie right there. We also got a zip up. Use the discount code USA First. We're going to give you 25% off anything in the merch store. So go ahead and get it today. So here we go. Rashida Tlaib here. This is on Outkick right here. Rashida Tlaib claims people critical of her silence on beheaded Israeli babies are bigots. Naturally, she would say this. This is not a surprise. She's actually trying to defend her anti-Semite stance, because she is an anti-Semite. All these far leftists are. It is ridiculous. It's kind of funny how they actually call us Nazis when the Nazis would actually really approve of what they're actually doing. And believe it or not, guys, do your research here. When there were actually real Nazis in charge in Germany, when it came to Americans, guess who was actually really supporting the Nazis? That would be the American left. Yeah, go and do your research, guys. But let's go ahead and get into this article here on Outkick here from David Hoodstead. He writes, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib thinks the real bigots are those questioning her silence on murdered Israeli babies. Israel continues to fight against Hamas after the terrorists killed more than 1,200 people over the weekend. Yeah, that number is increasing. And I believe the number of Americans now are like 22 Americans dead and more missing. The numbers are rising. But anyway, he writes again, in one of the most horrifying discoveries of the attack, babies were found murdered and beheaded by Hamas terrorists. It's one of the most disgusting actions in modern human history. Yet, Rashida Tlaib couldn't bring herself to say anything about it. Fox News correspondent Hillary Vaughn repeatedly asked Tlaib about the dead babies, and instead of condemning the horrors carried about by Hamas, she stayed silent despite multiple opportunities to say something. In case you guys didn't see it, this is the clip right here. Let's roll it.
Terrorists have cut off babies' heads and burned children alive. Do you support Israel's rights to defend themselves against this brutality?
We're just going to go through here.
You can't comment about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? Congresswoman, do you have a comment on Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? You have nothing to say about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? Do you condone what Hamas has done, chopping off babies' heads, burning children alive, raping women in the street? You have no comment about children's heads being chopped off? Congressman, why do you have a Palestinian flag outside your office if you do not condone what Hamas terrorists have done to Israel? Do Israeli lives not matter to you?
Wow. So you see that. Rashida Tlaib has the flag of Palestine out of her office, when she actually shows no patriotism to the American flag. Rashida Tlaib, born in this country, a U.S. citizen, shows no respect to the flag of the United States of America, but yet she has a Palestinian flag outside of her office. But this is what she actually came out and said, because so many people were crushing her. They were crushing her. She came out and said this, quote, I do not support the targeting and killing of civilians, whether in Israel or Palestine. The fact that some have suggested otherwise is offensive and rooted in bigoted assumptions about my faith and ethnicity, Tlaib told the Michigan Advance in a Wednesday statement. So she brings up that, saying that you are a bigot, when you actually watch that video clip and you say, man, she actually really does support this. All she had to do was answer the question. She never did. She could have actually just said it right there, that she didn't support the killing of innocent civilians. She didn't say it. She was just looking around, not saying anything. I believe she actually smiled at the camera. Yeah, this woman is despicable, man. She is evil. She is a Jew hater. And that's well documented, man. She said a whole bunch of the bad stuff about Jews before. A lot. The Squad. This ain't the first time, man. She does not like Jews. It is pretty clear. Pretty clear. And you know what? She's one of those race hustlers, too, that's always talking about, you know, racism this, racism that, when she is a big-time anti-Semite. This woman is despicable. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.